There is barely a dull moment. Coming up next on The Journal. From the north, south, east, and west. From the woodland and plains and waterways. Come challenges and thrills and excitement for every member of the wilderness family. These are our stories, our adventures from the wild places, both near and far. All of our hits and misses, the memories, our time spent living the wild life. Join us. Come past the streetlights. Step into the real world. The world of the Wilderness Journal. The Journal is underwritten by
your Cadillac area Kubota dealer, the Ina Store, with a full line of Kubota tractors, including the L2501 Compact and the Kubota RTV X850 Utility Series. The Ina Store in beautiful downtown Ina, Michigan. And by
Avalon and Tahoe Pontoons. Whether it's family, or fishing, or just plain fun, everyone is proudly crafted right here in America. Avalon and Tahoe Pontoons.
And by
With over a century of experience in the Indiana and Michigan area, Reith Riley is a full-service asphalt paving company handling commercial, industrial, and privately owned paving projects of all sizes. To learn more about Reith Riley,
and by
Mads Outdoor Products. Not only a full-line boat and dock store, they can also custom design, fabricate, and manufacture a wide range of aluminum parts and fixtures. Mads Outdoor Products in Harrison and Cadillac, Michigan.
And by viewers like you. Thank you. Hi, friends, and welcome. On today's adventure, I'm going to try at least to get even with an old friend. Now, if you're a frequent flyer here on the Journal, then you probably already know that over the last few years, we have truly enjoyed some tremendous in-your-face exciting bear hunts from up at Esnagami Lodge. His arrow fell off the string. Something had happened. The arrow dropped off of his string. I was watching the bear and I kept hearing this little voice saying, "Help, Kyle, help me." With one shaky left hand, no, I'm not left-handed, I finally managed to get his arrow re-knocked, only to see the bear walk from out in front of us and turn slightly. He came all the way to the base of our tree, stood there, sniffed around a little bit, and then started coming up the tree. I was fairly certain this was much too big a bear to climb this small a tree, but a guy never knows.
Did you hear me say wait? No. He was gonna what? I think you made a good hit though.
Okay, I thought he was gonna turn and go back under that little branch right there.
That's all right. You can talk loud. He's shot. No, he can't hear us.
I held it full draw, and this really sounds stupid, but my other leg started tightening up on the other side, and I knew it was time to rock and roll.
No, I think I was almost off, and I was just about to reset the camera when you shot. Surprised the heck out of me. but I saw the shot right in the chest. It's a good shot.
Yeah, when the pinch, listen, quite a dream.
Well,
quite a dream.
I appreciate you letting me share it with you. I do a spin
This whole thing, Kyle, a fly-in trip, first one I've ever done.
Yeah.
And to get to do it up here, and what a place, what a neat experience.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, you handled it good. There was a couple times when we messed up a little bit. You didn't lose your cool. You know, a lot of guys turn into a turnip when it doesn't go right the first time.
I don't like turnips.
And you did good. You really did. I want to tell you.
Thank you.
Thank you, buddy. You did a great job.
We truly have experienced some awesome and exciting hunts up at Esnagami Lodge, and at the end of many of them, my good friend Ryan Hopkins has been there to help out. Ryan has been there many times to help recover and carry and process a lot of other people's bears, including at least one of mine. And I truly believe I owe him for all of that assistance, so much so that I want to get him out and get him a chance to, help himself. One chance, one more time to go out and try to get even, to try to pay him back at least a little for all of that help. Hey, I'm your host, Kyle Randall. This is my Wilderness Journal, and we're headed out after wilderness bears and a little payback right now. Several times while swaying back and forth, Ryan thought he saw something moving down in the brush, but this time of year, the bear maze is so thick, so hard to see through, all you can do is be ready, because if a bear does step out, well, he might not step out for long. Friends, you're straining to see into every shadow. Every dark spot could be a bear. With 20-mile-an-hour winds, it was impossible to hear anything. Not that you would hear a bear coming anyway. They're notoriously silent when they move around. And Ryan must agree with me, because he decided at that point all he could do was try to improve his camouflage.
It's your color. It favors your eyes.
Even with his extra camo, well, let's just say I wasn't making up much ground on the whole getting even front. 20 and 30-mile-an-hour winds had us swaying back and forth, and it truly wasn't a surprise we weren't seeing much. Still, I held out some hope as it got later into the evening it might calm down a little bit. It didn't.
Pretty cool. Hey, do you suppose he's selling that?
If he's smart, he would. That's some darn good caramel corn.
I think he is.
You know, it would have been nice if Dave there would have left us a bag of that for a snack.
No. So we need is a bear up here with you in the tree.
Potato.
Yeah, potato, chew your foot off.
By 7:30 that first night, it was obvious. The wind was building, not calming. We were in for a thunderstorm.
It's gonna rain. That don't look good.
No, don't.
Looks like I'm gonna get 2 showers today.
And within the hour, that's exactly what we got. No bears, just a lot of wind and thunder and then pouring rain. That was the only thing that showed up at our stand site the rest of that evening. It was miserable. And I have to tell you, the next day, It didn't get any better. It was still blowing 20, 25 mile an hour. But friends, if you know me, you know, yeah, there's no bears sitting back at the lodge, and there's absolutely no quit not in our outfit.
Well, I think tonight's as good a night as any. I think tonight's the night. Okay. Much cooler. Yeah. A little less buggy. A little drier. A lot. So far. So far. And but at least we got the same two-step up in the tree tonight. There you go. I think we're good. We're doing it. Yeah, go ahead.
The wind was really ripping, but something had changed. All the popcorn thieves suddenly ran for cover. Even the chipmunks were 20 feet up a tree with their stolen prize. We were looking, searching, checking into those shadows. Something was happening. And then, from right in front of us, bear. This appeared to be a mature male bear, something north of 200 pounds, but I couldn't see. He was so close up underneath us, I just couldn't tell for a fact that it was indeed a boar. And friends, we try really hard to harvest the right bears. And until I knew for a fact this was indeed the right bear, well, despite how difficult it would be, Ryan would just have to wait. The bear was working his way around my caramel corn circle just the way I drew it up, and then for some reason, no reason, he bolted, ran over into the brush and stood for a second, then slowly worked his way back out. It was windy, he was spooky. The tree we were in was swaying back and forth. Friends, this is a Canadian bear hunt. He started around the circle again, then changed his mind and finally came into the bait drum, only to turn and bolt back into the brush. Yes, it is hard on your nerves. That was a really nice bear, and with its big shoulders and rounded head, I was pretty sure it was a boar. But friends, we kind of pride ourselves in harvesting the right animals. We're only looking for mature male bears, and I'll tell you the truth, it pretty sure isn't good enough. Despite how painful it might be to realize you may not see them again, we were just going to have to wait. Standing up there, nothing but the wind roaring in your ears. You're searching again. You're looking at every little dark spot and shadow. You watch the other little creatures as they scurry about, hoping, looking, and then finally, he was back. He was still really spooky, but he did make his way back over to the bait barrel. I whispered to Ryan, "Can you see for sure that it's a boar?" And he shook his head no. This was a great bear. Like I said, I was sure it was a boar, but until we know, not think, know, we were going to wait. And I applaud Ryan. This is not easy, friends. When you've made up your mind that you're looking at a real shooter, to wait for the right moment, to know your target, to wait for the right shot. Well, if you've done it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't, my advice is to take up hunting. It's the best, most exciting, natural adrenaline rush I have ever encountered. The bear cautiously made the circle one last time, and I was finally convinced this was definitely a boar. I could see it. I whispered to Ryan, "Any time." Just about the time, the boar turned and ran back into the brush again. These are truly wild bears. They're not comfortable coming out in the open. These aren't dump bears used to being around people. These things are spooky, as you saw. They don't like being out in an opening, not even a little one like this. And this boy, he would jump, he would twitch. Several times I thought we finally were going to get that chance, only to have him spin or move. Friends, if you've ever rushed a shot at a spooky critter, well, then you know the best thing to do, no matter how hard it is to wait. And that is exactly what Ryan was having to do. And trust me, friends, when it's your butt in the seat, your finger on the trigger, it can seem like an awful long wait. Time went tick, tick, ticking by, and so far we were still waiting. And on top of that, now it seemed as though it would be a race to see if it would be darkness or the weather that shut us down before this bear, if this bear would show back up again. Friends, this is hard to do, but you gotta stick it out, and sometimes, if you do,
You'll be back. Okay. There he is.
I had just started reassuring Ryan when
He's right underneath us.
the bear was right underneath us, right underneath our stand.
Is that the same bear? I don't know.
And once we were sure it was in fact the same boar, well, then it was game on. He was still pretty nervous, still a little jumpy, but he finally calmed and came into the bait barrel, and this time
Nice shot, man. Nice shot. I heard it crash once in there. Oh, listen. Look at that way. Yeah, there it is. There's that moan right there. Yes, sir. Buddy, I think you got a bear. Nice shot, too. You don't have to whisper no more. He can't hear you.
You just in the moment, you know.
I know it. I have the hardest time being loud outdoors. Nice job.
Goodness.
That, you know what? I was pretty sure you were having the same problem I was. I couldn't tell for sure.
I couldn't till this next time he came out there, and finally he got over here on Dave's bait rig, on his caramel corn ring.
How'd you like that?
That works terrible.
That's a bad idea,
That's
ain't
just
it?
terrible.
Well, we got weather coming, but I tell you what, we did the right thing. We waited till you were sure,
Yes.
and he calmed down some. He was super spooky with the wind and everything.
Yeah, that first time he came in, he was
Hear
hawky.
that? That's thunder.
Yes. We better go get to work here.
We better go find a bear.
All right, buddy.
All right. Hey, nice job.
Thanks, buddy.
Congratulations.
Thank
No
you
worries.
much. Greatly appreciate it.
That's all right.
All right, I gotta
Okay.
sit down for a second.
Yep,
before
just
we go.
for a second.
Ryan had made a great shot, but now that aforementioned darkness and an incoming storm had us in a literal foot race, it was starting to rain and we needed to go find Ryan's prize.
No blood, it's raining. We gotta hurry.
Yep. There's some.
There's some
Oh, right there,
Oh,
boss.
never mind. Yeah.
Jeez, oh, Pete. It is so rainy and so dark. It's a good thing that bear is dead, or he might have gotten.
I'm here to tell you, we walked right up on him. Get a hold of that. That is,
Wow.
that's a big old boy now. Good job, buddy. And it is really starting to rain.
Look at that thing.
Awesome. Awesome bear. And he didn't go that far.
No.
I mean, he kind of ran left and then went right, but
Yeah.
awesome, dude. Great bear.
Nothing better, buddy. Bear steak for the grill.
Hey, great job, great shot. I know it is raining like crazy.
As I say, I know we can't do a whole lot of recovery here, but raining cats and dogs, and we got a lot of work ahead of us here,
Yes,
boss.
we do. You know, I'm glad it worked out.
No, very good.
Oh, like that. There you are.
Good job,
Hey.
buddy.
This is the Esnagami wide ride right here, man. This is the whole package. A big walleye, a giant pike, and now a great bear in 5 days.
5 days. Tell you what, Mr. Lund has figured his stuff out.
He has, hasn't he?
Absolutely tremendous.
Every single one of them, everybody here. They're so good, and you know, they've been so good to me for so long. And I know this is noisy and cruddy because the rain's coming down, but I thanks just never seems to be enough, you know what I mean?
It's not. You gotta figure out how to repay him the favor is what I got to do.
Well, that's a fact. But I'm glad we come and we got her done.
Yep.
One more thing.
Thanks for going along with the adventure with me. I appreciate it.
Hey, I'm not taking you nowhere no more.
Don't blame you either.
I owed you one, buddy. I did.
Woo.
Now we're even, though.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, brother.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you much.
Congratulations, Ryan Hopkins, on a great bear, and thanks for sharing a tremendous hunt. And while I'm handing them out, thanks for all the help with making these adventures possible for other people. You made it a lot easier on me, and I won't ever forget it. And friends, I truly want to thank my good friend Mr. Eric Lund and every single person up at Esnagami Lodge. They have through the years done so much, been so kind, and made it possible to enjoy some awesome fishing, some of which Ryan also got to do, and you'll get to share in the weeks to come. But he has made the hunts every part of our stay, our time up there. His is a debt I can never repay, and the greatest debt I owe him is for his kindness and his friendship. Folks, if you, like I, owe some payback, if you have a short on your balance sheet, reach out and try to get even. Try to give back to those who have made your life more exciting, more fun, just more possible. Believe me when I tell you, they will be better for the gift, but you will truly be better for the giving. Hey, I'm your host, Kyle Randall, and I truly, truly hope that we bump into you out there doing just that. I hope you're giving back. I hope you're taking somebody out and getting even. And if we do see you, well, you know we're going to stop and share that cup and a fire. And if we don't bump into you out there, friends, well, then I'll be waiting right back here so we can share another adventure from my wilderness journal.